So starting off at the marketing component, as I mentioned, this is Donnie Demo. So Don Demo here is one of the members that we're hopefully going to help them close a new HELOC because we think that they may be interested. So one of the things they can do is go ahead and if they wanted to subscribe or unsubscribe, they could click this link and it will take them to a page that will allow them to sign up for subscriptions. Or they can just click a button or a link right in the email and it'll take them right to that particular location. That is a tracked email. So we'll know when that email was opened and we'll know if any links or buttons were clicked and we'll know specifically which one. So we're tracking every interaction related to this particular campaign. So once the customer hits the apply now button, that's going to then take them over to our new portal page. And so this is a capability that's included with the application. And as you can see, we've kind of built it out to just very simply and easily kind of track who the member is. And in this case, we're going to give them some details on all of our different mortgage products. We're now going to go ahead and start that particular process off. And let's go ahead and start our onboarding process. And in here, you'll see that we can very easily configure a series of pages to collect information that's important from an onboarding perspective, right? So this is a home refinance. We want maybe $100,000. We want maybe just a 10-year loan. And we're not going to do any down payments because this is a HELOC, right? So we'll go to the next. And we can capture any details that we want here, including information about this particular member. But what you'll see is it's actually writing this data back to the Dataverse application. So any of our interactions that are happening on our portal side will also be stored and updated as records inside of Dynamics. And so now we can go ahead, we'll fill out those additional details. I'm not going to do all of this for now. And you can see that any information that we typically need for onboarding can all be captured through a simple and easy to use and portal capability. Okay. So that will then update the CRM application. Will create an opportunity for us to then start to manage our pipeline, which we'll come back to later. Now let's go take a look at how we were able to create this campaign. So how did we build this? Well, first we started with a member journey. And so I'll just briefly show you how that journey was created. This one's relatively simple in that we start with who do we want to target? That's a segment, right? So these are the people that we're going to send this email to. What are we going to send? Well, we're first going to send HELOC email number 1, which is what you saw in the inbox. And then we'll see that it's going to wait a couple of days, and then it's going to send email number 2. And then it's going to wait again and check to see if any of the links were clicked. If they were, we're going to schedule a follow-up phone call for a relationship manager. And you'll see over here on the right-hand side, their talk track. If they were not interested and we didn't see any clicks, then we're just going to do a follow-up task. 30 days later, we're just going to, check in to see if they're still interested, right? And you can obviously continue this journey and add additional branches and make it as simple or as sophisticated as you'd like. So how did we then create the journeys? Well, let's go, or the segments. Let's go in and take a look at where Microsoft spent a lot of time on building segments for using OpenAI or ChatGPT. Okay, so we're just going to call this a new segment for demo purposes. And what do we want? We want this to say something like this. I want a list of all contacts that have an active status and have expressed HELOC interest. So let's let Copilot help generate that segment for me. And you'll see that, yep, just using natural query language to type in what it is that I want, it was able to go ahead and fill out those details. So we're going to go ahead and use that. And then you'll see that from here, I can go ahead and pick HELOC interest. So status is active and it's tagged with a HELOC. Simple and easy as that. We can then continue to add additional details, look for particular behaviors like clicks or lack of clicks, hitting web pages, things along those lines that can further add people automatically to this segment. So a lot less work up front. We can have these dynamic segments that anytime these two criteria are hit, you're going to see more people get added to that campaign. Beautiful stuff, right? So the second part of our journey was around email creation. So let's go in and look at how we can also use ChatGPT to create new emails. We're going to go ahead and create a new email here. We can choose from all these wonderfully designed out-of-box templates. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and select one. And now when it comes to the text part, I want to use Copilot to help me build that content, right? So what we're going to do is enter in 3 little of my own suggestions. Well, one, I can use an existing suggestion, right? So let's say it was a promotion on HELOCs. I can click on that button there. It's going to pre-fill in any of these key points. I can add additional ones. I can change the tone. So maybe I want a little more casual. Then we can get ideas. And so now this is just using in general information from the large language model to generate content for a promotion. Right? And so here we go. Right? So nice, easy way. You'll see that it also has little snippets that will grab data directly out of the database. And it shows you exactly how to do that. Right? But let's say that, that's not really what I'm looking for. I want something a bit more specific, Copilot to create for us in this particular case. Because I want something more specific, right? I want something specific to our own products and services. There we go. So that means we're going to use this custom one. And first of all, I want to tell it to use our website. And then I want it to, from that website, grab a list of our HELOC options. And I also want to include a little bit of incentive where include a free offer for a Visa card for applying, right? And so let's go ahead and get ideas there. And so now this time it's actually using our own content to generate this particular email. I could have added more keywords and said in 2 paragraphs, in 3 paragraphs, in 1 paragraph, in bullet points. It's really very flexible in how you can ask your question and then what results you will get. So this looks beautiful. Yep, I want to go ahead and let's go ahead and add that to my draft email. And there we go. Just like that, I'm able to create some really nice content using our own website to feed that information into that particular email draft.